Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day so far today. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about autism and how it affects me in regards to nostalgia. So with my autism, I have lots of little quirks and things I do, and I'll touch on those in other videos as well. But today I want to talk about how I'm a very nostalgic person, and a lot of people are, but I think I might take it to an extreme. And as a matter of fact, I was told that the way I deal with nostalgia is part of my autism disorder. So it's always things, from the past. And it could be a lot, when I was a kid even. So I get into things and take it to an extreme. Give you some example. My dad and my grandpa both worked for the Milwaukee Railroad. And to this day, trains are something I'm very interested in, to a point where I research them all the time still. And I look up pictures and I try to find things from the old Milwaukee Road Railway, which is no longer around. They're called something else now. They were bought many times since my dad and grandpa worked there. But I'm really into that. And I know a lot of guys have hobbies and things they're interested in, but I got to tell you, I take it to an extreme, and I don't do it with one thing, I do it with many. I was a gamer when I was younger, and I loved Mario and Pac-Man, and to this day, I'm really into that stuff to an extreme. If you could see my desk right now, you'd see I have a game system there, I got a game system there, I got a game system here, I got two game systems over there. And do I use them? No, not that much. I use my Switch a lot and I use my Steam Deck a lot, but I don't use all the others, but I keep collecting that stuff. So I collect the things that I'm into, that nostalgia stuff that makes me feel good to have it around me. Even cartoons. I still watch old cartoons because they make me feel good. I don't even know if I like them anymore. But it's part of who I am and the nostalgia factor of it. I watch that stuff. In anime, I got into anime when I was younger. I still like anime a lot. And if you were to see my arms, I have tattoos on my arms. One side is all Nintendo, one side is all anime. I'll show you guys those in another video, and you can kind of see what they are. I've got some notes here that I'm looking at on my screen. So if you see me looking this way, I'm just looking at things I wanted to talk about in this video. Even like old relationships, and they could be friends from when I was younger to maybe, other types of relationships. I still think about that stuff. And, and things that were good and things that were bad, I have a hard time letting things go. So there's stories from my past that were hurtful or maybe they were fun. To this day, I still think of those things to a point where it's that hyperfixation portion of my autism disorder that keeps me thinking about those things and keeps them more alive in my head than what they really should be. I'll give you an example. So I have a friend, Brent, and Brent and I hadn't spoken probably 30 some years. We were friends when we were younger. And the last time we talked, I thought I was very rude and mean, and we never talked again pretty much until recently. He saw that I was doing some videos and things online and somehow found me, and he reached out to me and we're talking again. And I said, I'm really sorry about the way that we last talked and the way I was to you. He didn't remember it that way at all. He had no issues with it. So my brain has taken that for 30 years and made it into something more than it was. And, those are the kind of things I remember. And maybe I don't remember them quite the way they were. Maybe I've made them much worse over the years than what they really were. And I've got other things like that. I have a girl that I dated long before I was married that I didn't treat very well. And to this day, I think about that. And I feel really sorry about that. I wish I could have did things different. I was a different person back then than what I am now today. But so there's that sort of thing. Clothing. There's certain clothing that brings back nostalgia. Pair of Levi's or something, whatever. And band shirts. Like musician, if I'm into a band, I got to have all the shirts, right? I got to have the sweatshirts. I might even get a cap. And I don't wear that stuff. I just have to have it. And I take it to an extreme. And just like my music collecting, if I get into something, and I've mentioned in other videos, recently I've been back into collecting cassette tapes. Well, I take that to an extreme. Now I've got a collection of cassette tapes that'll never get used. I go down the eBay, deal and just start buying tapes. Cars. I can't tell you how many cars I've bought over the years. I gotta have it. And then I get it and it's like, it wasn't life-changing like I thought. So I end up getting rid of it. Recently I did that. I bought a 2024 Audi RS3. And it's got 6,000 miles on it and it's for sale. So I got to stop that with the cars. That's not a good investment, by the way. If you're into cars and you buy a brand new car and you sell it within a few months of buying it, you're probably going to lose money. So anyway, that's a really bad habit of mine, and I'm trying to break that. And I'm trying to go more minimalistic as well. My office used to be more cluttered and full of things, but my wife's a minimalist, and she's trying to get me to do that too. And we've been doing that. And it feels good to unclutter my mind. And I think I'll do another video on the minimalistic factor that I've been trying to do more of. So anyway, nostalgia. That's where my brain goes. And do you guys have that too? Do any of you guys have autism as well? If you do, does nostalgia factor in your life at all? Do you have these same thoughts? If so, leave some comments down below or reach out to me directly. I've got some great emails from you guys. I put my email down below, and I'm getting some really great emails from you viewers, and I really appreciate all the comments and the emails and everything that you guys have been doing. I'm happy that you're watching my videos and that you're enjoying them. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification button down below, and I'll be putting videos on a regular basis. I'll probably have another 1 or 2 this week. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.